spellbinding, and one little mini quest needed to be done before leaving Moonshade. Once I was done buying what I needed, I talked to Mosh and gave her some fish. Mosh likes fish. At least that's what Petra told us when we bought one from her. As thanks, she gave the Avatar a magic harp, which she says will calm down the ratmen in the catacombs once we get there. Then I went to Columna's house, went into her basement, and found out that she was carrying a magical comb that she stole from the ruler of Fawn, Yolinda. The comb itself, well, she wasn't carrying it, it was in a chest behind a tree in her fenced-in backyard. I took it, and Columna's real form was revealed. Turns out Mosh was right, and that Columna is indeed her twin sister. Thus, she's very, very old instead of the youthful beauty that we saw earlier. This will probably upset Terizio. After that was all said and done, it was finally time to bail on the City of Mages. Using the key I bought from Julia, I entered the catacombs and used the magic harp on the ratmen here. Using the harp puts them to sleep for a little while, which is pretty neat. It was my first time discovering this and using the harp, so this was a new thing for me. Delving further into the catacombs, the Avatar and his party discovered an ancient Ophidian city blocked by a gargoyle named Zelkas. A winged gargoyle, to be exact. Zelkas offered the Avatar inside, so long as the Avatar undergoes the test of purity to make sure that he is indeed the hero from another world. Zelkas promised to give him the Ophidian ring once he undergoes the test. Before the Avatar did so, he wandered about the city a bit, with Shamino talking about the halls sleeping gargoyles being reminiscent of what's going on back in Britannia. The part ended once I got to the pillars. Guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to some more. Let's play some more Serpent. So we gotta do the test of purity. Zelkas is nowhere to be found. I'm really glad we're out of Moonshade. We won't be going back for a while, hopefully. So he said, double click, not on the broken one, but on the fire one. So let's do that, see what happens. What the? Where am I? There's pillars surrounding me. And where are my belongings? It's all gone. All I got is my silly all-in-one tunic. Well, we can go up, we can go left, we can go right. I'm getting a little distracted because this music's very loud on my end. Very, very loud. Now it's stopped. Now it's thundering. What the heck? I don't think that's supposed to happen. That seems like a quirk, right? Why would it thunder inside like a dungeon? So I think I'll go... Let's go left. Door's locked. Oh, can't stop myself. It opened automatically. Oh, it's people here. There's Shamino. Avatar, thou hast returned. We feared for thee when thou didst disappear from between the pillars. While searching, I became trapped here. I cannot seem to find the way out, though I suspect that those buttons on the wall might be part of the answer. Yeah, what happened? You know where Yolon Dupre is. Thou didst examine the fiery pillar, as Zelkas instructed thee, and then thou art gone. I think the gargoyle hath tricked us, Avatar. Never trust their type. Shaman will not say that. Things seemed a little bit suspicious. Trapped. Thou canst see for thyself. There is no way out of here. I can find no concealed doors. It is only reasonable that these buttons hold the way out, though they also hold much more. I'll ask that in a little bit, excuse me. What do you mean by tricked? When we sought to question him about thy disappearance, he was nowhere to be found. So we divided to look for thee. I became confused when trying to return to the pillars, and here I am, with all these lovely people. That was almost instantaneous. Are you saying you were that fast in finding Zelkas and questioning him and all that? What of these people? Who are they? They seem to be trapped here as well. They have been trying to discourage me from using the button on the left, but there are powerful rewards for pressing that button. What sort of rewards? Is it a way out? Treasure. Well, these people seem to have been here for a very long time. They are lonely for company. There is much that we could do to make them feel less lonely, Avatar. If thou know what I mean. I think it's more important to find a way out. back to the mainland. But tell me about the buttons. Furthermore, there are 2 buttons on the post behind me. When I went to press the one on the left, these comely folks begged me not to. They begged? What did they say exactly? Yes, begged. But they would not explain, and I was certain they were hiding something from me. What could I do? I pressed the one on the left. It made a rather fascinating discovery. What sort of discovery? I found out how very lonely certain of these folks had been, particularly the women. They had been very convincing. Press the button, thou canst see for thyself. And finally, what else? Apparently the buttons also control the doors to the private chambers, and also the private passions of these people. This is such fun, Avatar. You are not Shamino. Who are you? Shamino doesn't talk like this. Things are very, very weird in this environment. Private chambers. Have you been inside? What does it look like? I can show thee, if thou wouldst like, or thou canst press the button on the left post and see for thyself. Wouldst thou like me to do it? No. I would not like you to do it. Wherever you are. Perhaps later when thou art more relaxed, eh? Aye. Try the left button, it says. He says. You can't talk to these people. They just say all these things. There's the room. That's the mirror. I forgot about that mirror. Drink, mutton, and a painting, for some reason, an easel. Well, let's let them go. Bless thee, thank thee, we're saved. There's that music again. I'm gonna wait for it to stop. Alright, stopped. So I'm gonna reload, because lightning is very distracting. Oh, it started again. Alright, there we go, my goodness. Let's try this door. I'll save again. Ugh, I can't stop myself. Again. I'm tired of being pulled magically like this. Avatar! Avatar, it's YOLO! Or not. Likely not. Thank the heavens I have found thee. Thou didst disappear. When the guardian appeared, we feared thou wert taken. Thou must hurry. I have found a way for thee to return home. Did you say the guardian? The guardian spoke to us after thou didst disappear. The guardian said that he hath grown tired of the game here on Serpent Isle. The end is inevitable now. The guardian said to tell thee that he was changing the venue. In what way? The guardian said that he would await thee on Earth, Avatar, thine home. He said he was going to unleash horrible maladies upon thy people. Oh no, like what? The guardian said he would send vile, lingering plagues to all the leaders of thy land. Then he would set minions in their places to destroy all that thou dost hold dear. The guard even threatened thy family. Let's ask about family. The guardian told us to tell thee that it would be of no great matter to find out who all thy friends and family were, Avatar. He likely already knows, YOLO. He said that we were to tell thee they had special plans for them. Wilt thou follow me? I can help thee escape to save those that thou lovest. I will not follow you, YOLO. Wilt thou allow the guardian to slay thy friends as his minions slew poor Spark's father? How canst thou consider staying in a doomed land when thy family is in danger? Because I'm being tested in some way, obviously. Disappear. One moment thou wert standing between the pillars, the next, thou wert gone. That fiend Zelkas laughed and said that the land was well rid of thee. Dupre tried to slay him, but he was no match for the gargoyle's strength. And then the guardian came. No match, you say? Dupre fought valiantly, Avatar, but Zelkas threw him aside and ran into the caverns. I heard one of the sliding doors open just before the drums started. Drums? Zelkas said that the drums were a sign that the trolls were on the move. We must escape, Avatar. The drums are growing louder. I don't hear anything. Wilt thou flee with thine old friend YOLO? No. Zelkas said that the land would be better off without thee. The guardian said that the end is inevitable. Why stay when we shall all die? Sliding doors? The drawbridge, Avatar. They're the only thing standing between us and the trolls. Zelkas must have let them down. We must flee while there is still time. Inevitable. The guardian said that the balance could never be restored now. He said that the land would soon destroy itself, and us with it. Destroy itself. Without balance, the earthquakes and storms will continue until there is not one rock upon another. Soon the seas will swallow all that remains of the land. There is nothing that thou canst do here, Avatar. We will be crushed and dragged beneath the waves if we stay. It's not just this land, YOLO, if you are YOLO, that's being threatened. It's the entire universe. So going back is not going to change anything. We can't save Earth, Britannia, unless we finish our thing here, return home. When the Guardian disappeared, we began searching for thee. The Guardian's interference into this place hath opened a gate. To thine home, I think. You mean that gate right there? But the moon gates have been destroyed. It is much like the moon gate that brought thee to Britannia the last time. Shamino thought perhaps the Guardian's passage had not fully closed. I do not think it is a trap, Avatar. I do not think the Guardian knows that the gate here still exists. Trap. Why would the Guardian go to such lengths, Avatar? He already has thee trapped here, in a land he says will soon rend its heart out. Wilt thou come with me now? I am sure that thou canst return home at last. No. Reconsider, Avatar. Thou couldst spend the rest of thy life waiting for another chance to return to thine home and family. Thy loss, Avatar. I don't think so. Back here again. That was a bit of a pause there. I was hoping it would teleport me here quickly once YOLO went in there. That wasn't YOLO. Let's go over here. I think the music would just stop if I just enter this door. Can't stop myself again. This is getting very annoying. Hey, it's Dupre. Art thou ready, Avatar? Zelkath hath appointed me moderator of the game, Avatar. He hath also given me leave to explore. Art thou ready to begin? Now hold on a second. YOLO said you tried to slay or fight Zelkath and he tossed you aside. You didn't even mention it. That is highly suspicious. Moderator. It is my duty as moderator to see that thou dost know the rules. After I inform thee, I cannot aid thee in any way. Aid. I cannot assist thee in thy struggle against the worms, either directly or indirectly. Directly. I cannot join thy fight against the worms. If I do, thou wilt lose the game. This is like Chuckle's game, right? Though Chuckle's game doesn't involve worms. So hopefully it's better. Indirectly. I cannot give thee anything I find while exploring. If I give thee anything, thou wilt lose the game. Let's choose explore. Zelkath said there were rooms in this area that I would find interesting. By acting as moderator, perhaps I may find something to benefit our quest. Benefit. Information, weapons. I bring back what I can, as long as there isn't too much wine. Hopefully not. You'll get distracted. Interesting. Well, unless Zelkath was talking about wine casks, I'd say he might have been referring to weapons. Weapons. If there is time after the game, perhaps thou canst join me. If I can carry it, perhaps I'll bring thee something. I doubt there's anything that could be better than my axe, my belt, my gauntlets, and all that stuff I have. So, which isn't on me right now. Wine casks. Do not worry, old friend. I shall try to save thee a drop or two. Well, gee, thanks. It's a good thing I don't really drink that much. But thou shouldst be quick, lest I forget. What is this game about worms? That is how Zelkath referred to it, Avatar. Perhaps it is a test of thy skill or versatility as a warrior. Versatility. A true warrior doth not rely on only one weapon, Avatar. What would happen if thou didst not have thy sword and had to battle the Guardian? I would cast magic. Yeah, I forgot about that. A true hero would make anything a weapon, if need be. But it's a good thing my whole body's a weapon. Skill. If thou art the hero Zelkath seeks, surely thou art a skilled enough fighter to stand alone against the worms. If thou canst not best the worms, how canst thou expect to stop the very destruction of the world? Every time you say worms, Dupre, I'm thinking Dune. I hope they're not that big. We will see. Destruction. Why dost thou ask me? Everyone fears that the world will end soon if these storms are not stopped. Turn thy mind to the task at hand. The sooner thou dost finish this game, the sooner we can be on our way. And what are the rules? The rules are few. Good. I do not like rules. Thou shalt face 10 worms. Thou canst not leave until the last worm hath been dispatched. And what do these worms look like? Thou shalt face each worm singly, one after the other. Each worm shall seek thy death, Avatar. So be prepared. Alright, what about dispatched? The worms can only be killed by a hammer. Each worm can be slain only by hammer blows. I mean this hammer right here. Right there. They are worms, Avatar. Everyone knows that if thou dost use a sword against a worm, thou wilt face twice the number of foes after each stroke. There's a small hammer on the floor near thee. Everyone knows? 'Tis common knowledge, Avatar. I am surprised at thee. Cease such questions and put thine attention to the game. Okay, let's start. Game begin. Grab the hammer. It's golden. And there's the worm. It's not... looks silly, doesn't it? It's like, what, 3 frames? Let's attack it. How about you? There's 10 of you. Well, let's start with the first one, I guess. If I can target it, that'd be great. I took like, what, 5 hits? That was slow. It blew up like a powder keg. And don't leave the boundaries. Oops, sorry about that. I was thinking about going on the opposite side of where I'm standing, but I don't want to get too close to the pillars there. That's 2. Be gone, vile red wiggler. You tell him, Avatar. You tell him. 2. Number 3. Oh, 4 hits. Die, worm. Die. Oh, there's Duper. Don't enter the ring. Avatar, thou shouldst see the treasure that I have found. Stay and finish the game. I shall try to bring some to thee. Wait here. Okay, you just keep doing what you're doing then. And how about you? If I can target you, that'd be great. Anytime you can leave, by the way. Though it's pretty obvious that if you do the opposite of each thing here, you're gonna fail. Killing worms can be boring. Now, it's supposed to play Sea Shanty. I remember that 100%. It's supposed to play a song here. It's not playing anything. It's also thundering. That's annoying. I forgot to restart earlier. These worms are pitiful. I lost count, by the way. Come on. There we go. I think you gotta target it when it's up. If it's out of the floor, under the floor, you can't target. There's Duper again. Fake Duper, rather. There's no wine, Avatar, but thou shouldst see the weapons. If thou hast not finished soon, I cannot promise to share. This is wonderful. That's not very honorable of you, Duper. There we go. I was thinking to myself, why am I not attacking? Yeah, it's supposed to play Sea Shanty. I definitely remember that. For some reason, it's not. On my end, at least, you're gonna hear it, unless I forget to put it in. That lighting is very distracting. That can't be real. At least 'tis quiet in here. Avatar, thou must come and look at what I have found. Come now. Zelcast may not allow thee the time to see this. Wilt thou come look? Thou canst finish off the last storm without us return. To pray, if I could leave and go into that room, I'm gonna fail the quest, or test, rather. No, I cannot go. It looks important. Though I am no judge of such things, thou shouldst come look while thou hast the chance. 'Tis thy loss. I gotta slay worms. As a kid, I did get bored of this, and I followed Dupre. Not ashamed to say that I failed it. And there he is. Damn thee, Avatar, damn thee! Thou hast destroyed the worms. Perhaps with such a weapon, thou dost not have any need for what I have found here. Damn thee. Well, damn you too. You're not Dupre anyways. And we're back. There's Zelcast, and it's also really dark. Can I... Oh, I was gonna cast a spell. Oh well. Why am I carrying a dagger, it looks like? To be certain that you are the hero we have dreamed about, Reuben. To be relieved that you came before the dreaming sickness spread. To have feared that none would remain awake to give you the ring. Now it is yours. Oh, lots of stuff here. Can you explain that test to me? To reveal that the emotional pleas for you to flee this dying world were a test of your logic. As all worlds are connected, it would have done you no good to flee. Yep. To commend you for your ethicality when faced with the coercion of others. To be heartened that you did not seek to benefit from their servitude. To see that you are the hero for you are virtuous and able to complete a task, no matter how tedious. To be relieved that you have come at last. Now his dialogue changes depending if you failed the test as well. And if you fail, you have to go find an item here in the Furnace, which you can find anyways, and it's a very helpful item, by the way. Very, very helpful. Dreaming sickness. To be concerned, to have an imbalance in the land, to have affected the gargoyles and thrown them into helpless dreaming, to be the only one that remains awake to fight back the trolls. Trolls. To be uncivilized creatures, to enjoy killing, to have been plaguing us for generations. To be advised to be cautious if you hear drums. Drums. To be thought of as the troll's communication, to be trouble for all within the sound of the drums. Information. To have little to tell you. To only say that the imbalance is growing worse. To fear that there will be no gargoyles left undreaming soon. And finally, aid. To be fighting the dreaming. To regret that there is no aid to give as long as the imbalance exists. And bye. To wish you luck. He gave us a ring. A serpent ring. I think the spirit's going to talk to us in a few seconds, a few minutes. I'm going to save. Maybe not. Light. Can we turn these on? No, we can't. And it's still thunder. That's really annoying. That's killing my immersion. Let's reload real quick. And it'll stop. It's where all our stuff... Yeah, why am I carrying this? When did I pick up a dagger? Did I pick up a dagger in the last part or 2? Or 3 or 4? Alright, let's take this off. Take this off. Put my belt back on. Why is my stuff off like this? My axe. My shield. Now that ring is... There you go, right here. And we have no need to take that off or anything, so... Get that on my hand right there. Alright. That right there. I'm going to try to put these keys on the key ring. I said in the last part that it won't go on the key ring, but I didn't test it out. Yep, see? Doesn't work. Unless I misclicked. Yep, see? Fascinating. This key refused to be added to the key ring. I did it twice, that's why I showed up twice. Alright, let's cast Great Light. It's a level 2 spell. I like the way this screen lights up. It's like night vision. I wonder if our companions can see, not like it matters. Let's see. Let's do some exploring. We can totally leave right now. Zelcast will open the lever south of Furnace where we entered. We're gonna explore a little bit more. You're gonna want to. Because there's a scroll here that says chill. I think I'll take the scroll actually. I should have taken the other 2 that we encountered. Probably could just get rid of these, actually. Like, did I not? Did I have multiple scrolls of this? I guess we'll get rid of this. Oh, there's a lot of chill scrolls here. I'll take one. One right here. Save a mana a little bit. An armory. We need not these things. I will take none of them. A big old dining hall. I hope no enemies. Oh, it's a grandfather clock, which looks exactly the same as in Britannia or Topside. There's a kitchen here. I bet you can make bread with this, but I'm not going to. And how did Icewine get down here? Was it loot from Topside or something? Oh, I got some food. I'm not going to pick that up, though. Like gold forks and knives. But not a whole lot in here. Looks like. Can I go up, though? Yes, I can. There's stairs here. Didn't pay attention. What else is new? The bed. Oh, these needs railing. That's a safety hazard. Just for the modern age, if you try to sell a place like this, you're not going to be allowed to because the inspectors won't let you until you fix things. Happened at the last house I lived in a long time ago. Ah, interconnected path over here. There's a snake. How about you? Snakes on snakes. That's a lot of snakes. That's a buttload of snakes. It? There's one more left down here. You guys need to slay them all the way. A little annoying they don't do that. Is that it? Oh my goodness. Shamino, stop missing. Oh, that's wonderful. Can you attack that? There we go. I was worried I wouldn't be able to access that snake right there. It's funny how it's out of bounds like that, but they'll disappear. Ooh. Locked door. We don't have that key. The snake here again. There's a lot of snakes up here on this second floor. Try to ignore them. Lockpicking doesn't work. Will these keys work? Fire? Nope. Ice key? Nope. Huh. Well, we'll come back later, I guess. Let's go down. If I can. I'm stuck. Empty office. Empty room. Oh. Yeah, I can't read that, but good thing we have translation. The Great Temple. That's the Ophidian alphabet. I feel like I should be doing something with these little pedestals. I'm gonna ignore those snakes. Secret wall? No. Let's leave, I guess? Should I be putting the keys on here? I forget what to do with these keys. I doubt it. Like that. Whoops. Something disappeared. My stuff. My gumps. That's a good sign. Ooh. Black rock key. I'll take that. Can I put that on the key ring? I wish that didn't disappear. It did. I bet you read that somewhere. Let's fight these snakes. There's so many of them. That slows things down. I'd be happy if there were no enemies up here. These annoying little snakes. I'm still walking slowly. Should work, right? Yes, it worked. Nice. I'm leaving that open. Now, where does this lead? Leads to another room with a teleporter. We've been here before, by the way. This area goes to that serpent gate we found when we opened up the dark path. I was playing dead bodies for some reason. Don't know why I opened that corpse. We already did way back when. The serpent tooth we got... I don't know where it takes you. I guess I probably should have tried, shouldn't I? Let's just go back. We got a serpent tooth in the last part. And this takes you back. Oops. Can't take this back, I don't think. That's one way. You want to enter here. There you go. And I'll just close that. Leave it open. Unlocked, rather. Alright guys, let's leave. If I can. I'm gonna go all the way down south. Let the snakes follow us. This way I don't spawn in anymore. Maybe we can just run away entirely. I'll do that. That leads back to the test. Also, that pillar, I forgot to mention. I mentioned this back on Silverseed and Deathwatch. Serpent's Hold, Serpent's Keep, I mean. But these pillars here were in that dining room where Istanar was, the talking, walking automaton. And if you double-click on those pillars in that dining room, it takes you to the test of purity. And it's not supposed to. When Origin copy-pasted the pillars into Silverseed, they just completely forgot about the code that teleports you to the test. It's kind of funny. You can mess up the game back in the day pretty well. Oh, we have no key for that? That's interesting. Oh well. I think I'll go all the way right past the Great Temple. If I stop slowing down, that'd be wonderful. You really slow down to a crawl when you're near enemies, which makes sense. Because then it'd be too easy to run away from everything. If memory serves, there's probably nothing up here. Ugh, so slow, guys. It's killing me. Well, I saved oh, there's a path. There is not a path. Wonderful. Let's just go this way. Back near the test. That's where we entered. These two buildings connect. But this is not where we should be. In order to find that item, like I said, if you fail the test, you have to find an item and give it to Zelkas, or show it to Zelkas, rather. You get to keep it, I believe. And then he'll unlock the lever. But it's easy to pass the test. It's pretty obvious what you have to do. I wonder if I can break open these boulders, rather. Oh, nice shot. Why can't you do that all the time? I'm gonna be really excited if I can break through this. Like back in the Abandoned Outpost in Silverseed. Looks like no. Let's go all the way over here then. We can totally go see Zelkas and leave, but we need that item. That item's very helpful. We don't need it. I almost spoiled what it was, too. The Serpent Isle veterans will know what I'm trying to find. Let's go up here. I don't think there was a path here, right? It's like a dead end. It's just fire all around us. That chill spell does last for a while, now that I remember. Oh, what was that? Fire elementals, sheesh. They're not doing any damage, though. We're pretty well equipped. Especially the Avatar. He's fully decked out. Like, nothing can touch him, almost. No time to slow down. Let's go up here. We need to come here anyways. Because that leads back to the exit. Snakes? Why did it have to be snakes? Blah, 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 blah. Shut up, Yellow. You said that last time. I'm not going to read all that out. Interesting structure. So now that we're done with the 3 towns, we're pretty much done with the 3 towns. We got to go somewhere. I don't want to say yet. Pretty obvious where we have to go. There's a path there, I know. I'll go there in a minute. I don't think I came in here. There's Zelkas. I'll talk to him after I'm done here. We're going to explore this entire place. Is this book? It's not ruined. Is this book ruined? This book is also not ruined. These are, though. You can tell by the coloring. Is my translation spell still in effect? It is. The Serpent Lampposts. We'll read this. Since we're going to study the Ophidian race, let's read every book we can find, which will add to the time of this game a little bit. So in Serpent Isle, you're going to be reading everything if you're playing on your first playthrough. By Shavashvos, excuse me. I probably still got that wrong. These majestic sculptures, each a great snake poised triumphantly, with its mock prey, a shiny magical globe in its mouth. are signatures of our cities. We owe these magnificent light-bearing monuments to a spellcaster who went by the name Ishalvarus. It was he who first poised a light globe on a statue of a serpent, making these statues holy reminders of those who we owe our being to, but also functional parts of our cities. I was granted, for purposes of recording for posterity the events of our times, the opportunity to converse with this brilliant mage, so as to provide insights into his remarkable creation. Ishalvarus revealed to me that it was naught but 3 reagents combined to form the luminous mineral which acts as long-lasting fuel for the lamps. All these, agonium, serpentinium, and zerin, can be found in wizards' labs, and certainly in Ishalvarus' lab within the conjury. The true magic lies in the pedestal, nondescript in appearance, powerful in magic. The reagents, when placed on the pedestal, fuse to form the light mineral which can then be used in the lampposts. Ishalvarus is truly a remarkable man. He was able to relate to me many exciting tales of dwemercraft in our day. Put it back on the shelf. There we go. On accessing the Serpent Gate by Shalsaraya. There we go. Though it be true that most of the Serpent Gates are centerpieces of the destinations they serve, in our fair city this is not so. To provide a measure of security, we have made our gate inaccessible to all those who are not given permission by the Hierophant himself. For it is he who holds the keys. He doth keep on his person the key of fire, and entrusts to an advisor. His identity is kept secret to those outside the clergy, the key of ice. When these keys are placed on the altar in the great temple, these 2 keys merge to form the Black Rock key. It is with this key that the Hierophant opens the door to the Serpent Gate, a simple brass door on the temple's balcony. From here, the traveler is teleported to a grand room wherein he walks on graceful bridges to the Serpent Gate. I myself was once chosen to carry the key of ice, and I did keep it on my person even when bathing in the bathhouse. I can assure thee that the Hierophant kept it close to his breast, even during his leisurely strolls through the park. We already found those keys, though. If you found this book earlier than that, and you couldn't find them, even though they're kind of easy to find, this book will let you know. And it'll also let you know to create the Blackrock key as well. Pretty cool. Kind of pretty hidden, too. You might miss this, actually, I think. Because you come in here and you see all these books ruined. You might be like, oh, there's nothing here, and just leave. Though it is Ultima, and if you're familiar with Ultima, you will want it to look up and down all around. For everything. Let's go in here, though. This room is ruined. Ooh. Found a key. Give. I think I know what that key is used for. There's a book here as well. Civil War, or the Evil Forces of Chaos by Lorik. Every morning when I rise, it becomes clearer and clearer to me and to many other people. The forces of chaos cannot be the right way of belief. What they are doing is wrong and evil. They will bring our country to downfall, to a downfall. Their actions are destroying the faith of the citizens and leaders and leadership. Something must be done. There must be a way to end this civil war. Thousands and thousands of brave followers have been victimized and sacrificed by the powers of chaos. And thousands more are to follow if this war doth not come to an end soon. Someone must be there to help our people and protect them from the unbridled tolerance and anarchy of those people that were the root cause of this war. There must be a way. There must be. I feel like I should take that. So I'll give this to... someone. I guess Dupre, he can carry a lot now. He's not carrying a whole lot. Put it... yeah, I'll put it in here. That's for nighttime reading. Can I move all these? Can I not go down those steps? Those are steps there. Huh, you put the rocks on top of the other rocks. That's funny. No, it looks like it's destroyed. Let's go back then. That key likely opens that door that we encountered earlier. There's something else on my mind, but I forgot again. Let's go this way. It's very quiet on my end. It makes things very awkward for me. still not used to it. Ooh, lots of bones. Don't step on them, Avatar. That was me. Nothing at all. Now, that gate we came from, that we unlocked with the Blackrock key. Interesting that it's Blackrock as well. I could use a little food. Now, it's not the time. What time is it? Oh, it's 8 in the evening. Well, let's eat. There we go. I'm glad I won't have to do that once. But it's a shame that the gate we opened, that I mentioned, I found what we're looking for, is surrounded by snakes. So I don't think we're going to use that gate all that much in the first place, thankfully. That's a little annoying to have a developer put a bunch of snakes on that second floor near the gate if you're going to use the gate. Like, if it were me, I wouldn't put anything there. Just adding things in, not to make things difficult, but tedious and annoying is the worst thing. Difficulty is always good. I like being challenged in games. But sometimes I like to just play a game and relax and not worry about the difficulty. It depends on how I feel. I'll take this too. Open all these. Ah, reagents if you need reagents. We don't. I do need this potion though, which didn't go in the bag. Maybe the bag is full. It is full, that's what it did. Alright. Not much up here though. Didn't even need to pick up those things. Now what we're looking for, that we finally found, is the Everlasting Goblet. This is what you need to show to Zelkas. And that's not a typo, it's everlasting. Which means food is now no longer required to carry anymore. Because with this, you can actually fill your characters up to max their food meter. Which is very, very handy. This game has a lot of quality of life features. What's that? Rumbled. Oh, it's a Cyclops who's magically locked in. How is he still alive? How long was he in there for? What does this button do? Does it unlock these doors? I hate when that happens. When you press a button, it doesn't seem to do anything. Well, let's unlock it. And have at him. Oh, he was easy. Not much in here, though. Could probably just ignore this area. Oh well. Lots of reagents in here. Holy smokes. There's the Agnion that was mentioned in that book, as well as Zarin. And something else? Serpentinium. Of course, makes sense. It's an alchemy lab. We're done here. I gotta find that door to that key. Where it is. I had a guess. I bet it's up here. Or not. Like I said, I don't remember the layout of this place entirely. I remember when I see it, though, of course. Aha, there's a path here. Let's go through it. Go left, we can go right. Let's go right. Yeah, there's no music. It really makes me feel awkward when that happens. No music and I'm trying to talk. It's a pit viper. Slay it. It's slayed. Oh, did we get any experience, by the way? Looks like we did. I don't know if that's from monsters or from the quest earlier, the test the purity. Test of purity, my goodness. He's almost level 8, Dupre. Oh, Shamano's got a lot, 7,000 plus. We got a lot of training points to spend. Even though Ruben has max out stats from those items we're wearing, still worth getting his stats up with training points. We got 10 now. Yeah, I think I'll go down. Why not? We unlocked... Oh! That key did not open that. That's a shame. Stairs going down, though. Ooh. Or not ooh, it's a torture room. Wonderful. Anything in this torture room? Whip, torch. Got a potion. A cure potion. I'll take it. It's the only thing worth taking. Oh, this looks familiar. Almost. Reminds me of Death Watch's torture room. I feel like this area is like a crypt. Tales from the Crypt. It's empty. I think they're all empty, by the way. I'll leave that open. That way we know that we, you know, that we explored it. It's also empty. I know I don't need to close it, that's just a habit of mine. It's also empty. Now watch me open all these doors and all these caskets. Coffins, rather. And they're all empty. Which means this area is only used for environmental storytelling, which I always appreciate. I'm at the point right now, I used to love stories in video games, but not really so much anymore. When a game doesn't have much story but just gameplay, I actually feel pretty good about it. It's also empty. Nothing in there, this is all gonna be empty. Zuckcast is gonna come down here. Why'd you open all these coffins, hero from another world? And all these doors, I gotta close them by myself. Ugh. These heroes and their main character syndrome, even though they are main characters. They think they can do whatever they want, and, well, they pretty much can. Anything that's not locked down is yours. In pretty much every game. But yeah, this was an empty area. I just had this thought. You know, these Iron Maidens are closed. Can we open them? I was thinking to myself, like a body would fall out or something like that, and we could loot it. But no. You may think that's silly to do, but it's an Ultima game. You just never know. That's where that door was. So let's go all the way back. Here's where we started. I chose right instead of left, so let's go left. Straight path here. A very long path. Voidon, stay in formation, even though it's not your fault, it's Exalt's fault. Please open. Oh my goodness, we don't have the key. You gotta be kidding me. Where's the key then? I have no idea where the key is. But I know where that serpent tooth we got in the last part leads us to. I don't know if I should mention, but we can totally use the Serpent Gate to go to that location on the mainland. If you remember where the Serpent Gate is located on the mainland. And we found 2, I think, before coming to Moonshade. Let's explore Furnace just a little bit more. It's like 50 minutes on my end already, my goodness. I don't know if we explored everywhere just yet. We actually haven't. This up here. I'm hoping I can do all this area before moving on. This area has remains unexplored. Remains unexplored, excuse me. Sloppy's talking today. As always. Hey, what the heck? You're supposed to be sleeping. A hall, sleeping guard. This is a dining room. Jamie, no, it's a kitchen. That gargoyle is not supposed to be there. That's a bug. That is a bug. Let's pretend we didn't see him. That's nothing special there, that's just a necklace. I don't think you can exchange that for money. Ice wine. Corpse with nothing on it. Nothing in that room, just ice wine. I'm hoping for a key. There's that armory, or smithing area that we encountered earlier. Let's try this way. Yeah, we don't have a key for that. Let's try south, which also requires a key that we don't have. Don't have that. Ooh, okay. Unlock this. Oops. And that. Ah, button. What does it do? Let's go up here. It opens that gate. We made it all the way over here. Now, Zuckcast, I don't know if he pops up if you don't talk to him. No, he doesn't. We gotta go back to Zelkas. I think I'm ready to leave. I think we explored everything we could here in Furnace. We just didn't find that key, which isn't really important anyways. Oh my goodness, guys. It took me 10 minutes to find Zelkas or so. He was nowhere to be found. And he's totally around here. He's just behind that door. Man. It's not broken. There's in areas, because the guide says he should be around the library, or to the west of it. But didn't mention it could be inside it. Just talk to him. I'm ready to leave. What the heck happened to my portraits? I must have pressed R by accident for some reason. Or pressing T for talk. I would like to leave Furnace. I'm not going to ask anything else. To know that the only exit is at the brass gate at where we first met. To know that men are too weak to pull the levers to open it. To go now to the brass gate, hero. To meet you there, and to let you return to the surface. See you at the gate to meet you there. And I gotta walk all the way back. Walking all over the place. I was thinking to myself, with the everlasting goblet eliminating the need for food, I can't remember if you have food next to the everlasting goblet when you press F. I don't know if it defaults to the cup or it goes through your food supply first. We'll see. I don't think this is the way. There's a drawbridge here, though. There must be an area down south that I didn't even explore, but we're pretty much done here. There's nothing else here, really, I don't think. I'd like to leave. To open the brass gate that you may gain the surface. Bye. You're gonna leave that open, right? To go in Virtue. He knows about the virtues. Was he from Britannia? Who knows? But we're done. We're gonna leave Furnace in the next part.